Bengals.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
For the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
First down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Steelers, nothing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, That's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense comes to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
7-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here with Taylor, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to... The ball comes out.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you get put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor taking it in, and the Steelers have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 38-yard line. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that number 1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but And nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
Sideline here is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. If you're going to blitz, you're likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Steelers 14, Bengals.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the pick?
Well, Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Steelers. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
As
pretty
we
tight
speak.
with points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up.
A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He sets to fire deep. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's now 21-15. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Taylor in the ball.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hits him in stride. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they'll try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Loses the football.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw now on first down. Wide receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Taylor. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they try the right side here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
14-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to... Three touchdowns and 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throwing the out route out and complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now Burrow on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Bengals.
A draw play for Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Devin Bush. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, get behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He can't get him down, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. They'll throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw, and Millen's taken in by his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today,
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.